we might see in actions. Before that, can you please confirm if I am audible and it's clear to you? Let me share my screen as well. Can you please confirm if I'm audible and if my screen is visible, Shankar or Sunita? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. There may be a slight network delay because I am trying to connect through hotspot. We'll see. I don't think we have a big problem. Right. So we were talking about this thing in today's session. So this is our agenda. But before that, in the last session, we were talking about I mean, action classes. And, in that action, we have discussed about multiple things. Even we had seen an example per keyboard events, like, how to enter some text and press enter from the keyboard. We have seen that keyboard actions as well. So maybe let me just show you where we are doing. I think this is the one we tried in the last session, like, so trying to enter some text and pressing enter from through key. This is the one we did, I believe. So now I think the concept is almost same. Now you are familiar with actions. What is action? What are different types of actions? And then how to play with actions. So all this are familiar. So I hope you can play with them. Uh, I don't think we have a big problem now. So maybe one more example is this on this actions related automation. So there are many, of course, there are a number of examples, but just to get some idea, we had almost discussed almost all the fundamentals that is needed to understand actions. You can see here, we have covered, you know, some of these actions in detail, like, we had discussed about the send case, mouse click, I don't remember, maybe we had discussed that as well. And then even keyboard actions we had discussed, and few mouse actions like click action we have already discussed. So in that way, I believe we had a coverage of some of these actions, which gives you an idea how to play with these actions. Drag and drop we had discussed, right? So maybe if anything is there, again, I'll try to come back with few more automations, no issues with that. But as we are familiar with actions now, we know what is an action, what is an action class, what are different types of actions, what are keyboard actions. So I would like to switch to a new topic today, that is alerts in Selenium. So this is one more new topic. So what is an alert here? So alerts talks about, different types of alerts, like, we see this every time when we go to a website and when we open a website and try to enter some values and try to do some kind of this thing, friends. So we see certain alerts, like, simple alerts, or confirmation alerts, or we can see like this. These were prompt box alerts. So simple alerts means, like, it just says something like, saying something is not right, something like that. We'll just see with examples if we need it. So there are different types of alerts like that. Maybe if you want to see, these are the examples. Let me just show you. So these are alerts. This is a simple alert. Something like you can see here. Hello, I am a simple alert box. You can see here. This is a simple alert. Similarly, confirmation alert. So this is something like, which has OK and cancel. So this is the confirm alert. Do you want to accept or do you want to cancel? This is something like that. Right? If you want, you can say cancel, or you can press on cancel, or you can press on OK. Similarly, you can also add few more. You can click on prompt and it says something like, suppose you say something like nom tech, and then click on OK. Hello nom tech, how are you today? This is prompt alert. In this way, these are three different types of alerts. What we can see in Selenium here, these are basic alerts we observe when we implement this Selenium automation, friends. So I hope you got some quick idea, right? So this website is a simple website which has these alerts. You can play with those alerts if you want. I hope this is clear for all of you. So now let me just try to share this here. This is the link. Maybe you can play with this link to handle this alerts. I hope this is clear for both of you, Shankar and Sunita. So got an idea now? This is a quick idea about alerts. Maybe these are the basic alerts what we have in Selenium. That simple alert or confirmation alert or prompt alert. Now we'll understand, like, if you want to handle these alerts, what is that we need to get, what is that we need to understand in Selenium? What API we should know here? What are the prerequisites, or otherwise, what are the prerequisites to understand these alerts in Selenium? Like actions, like, if you remember, if you want to play with actions, the core API is actions class. You remember that, right? On top of our actions class, you can try to call click method, or you can call many other methods, right? Similarly, if you are dealing with alerts, so what is the API we need to know if you want to play with alerts is the big question for us. So simple, it is a simple thing here. These are all simple things to understand alerts in Selenium. See here, friends. So one thing is, if you should understand about alerts, right? So one thing we need to get a clear idea is we should understand about something called alert class here. So what is it here? So like actions, how we implemented in the last session. So here, what is this here is in Selenium, if you want to play with alerts, there is something like what we call, this is about actions. Okay. So what we call is alert here. You can see here, this is an alert. This alert class is something, an API, which is used to implement alerts in Selenium. So you can just take a simple copy of this and then just add to your documentation if needed. So this is the one. Maybe let me add this here. So let me just put it here. So not this website, that anyhow it is there. So what shall I do now? You can take this class. So this is the class or API which helps us to implement alert automation. What automation, friends? Alert automation, right? So if we should do some certain alert automation, this is the class we should use here, alert class. So I hope this is clear now. So if you want to bring this, if you want to pop up to any alert, like if you want to switch to any alert, then this alert class is very much useful. Now on this, how to now switch to an alert here? Simple. If you want to switch to an alert, simple. You need to simply say on driver, on this driver class, we can simply say that driver dot switch to dot alert. This will automatically switch to an. See, it's a straightforward, simple communication. Maybe it's like, how do you switch to an alert? Simply speaking, on driver we have this switch to method. From switch to, you should call this alert method. So this will switch. This will gives us an alert. Now that alert returns, this method returns an alert object that is assigned to this reference of alert class. So this is step one. So whenever we are dealing with alerts in Selenium, the first thing we should always do here is first we should get this alert object. So that is important. Now this alert API has different methods. So what is this? Like, if you see here, these are different important methods. What we have means, see here alert is an interface. Sorry, this is not class. If I would have told that it is a class, just ignore that. Alert is an interface. Of course, it can refer to as implementation object. No problem. An interface reference can refer to a subclass object. So in that way, what is here? This is an interface. Alert is an interface which is used to implement different kinds of alerts. Right, that is fine. Now, what are different methods we have to handle this alerts? What are the very popular methods which are very frequently used in your Selenium automation? So these are all the methods, friends. Dismiss, and then accept, and then get text, and then send keys. Send keys already you are familiar. I don't need to again introduce the send keys or get text. We had discussed this even in the last session while discussing about actions. Get text will capture some text, and then send keys is used to pass some text to a this input message, input box or some search box or something like this. So point is simple, friends. Here, if we look at these things, what is it? So this one, these are all different methods that are present in the alert interface. Dismiss means, when should we use dismiss method? This is something simple. If you want to click on some cancel button of alert, then we should apply dismiss method. Accept means simple. And this is how we should call this dismiss method. We should say driver on driver reference. We should say switch to dot alert dot dismiss. And this helps us to dismiss an alert. So this is one thing. And second thing is here, just a minute, friends. If you see here, accept. Accept means what? It's simple to click on OK button on the of the alert. Right. And the way we create this, call this accept is simple. Again, for anything, the structure is like this. Driver dot switch to dot alert dot accept. And we can simplify this. We can even simplify this just by assigning this first part to alert reference. Okay. Anyhow, no problem. We'll see that one by one. Next one, get text, same thing. So get text, it is used to capture alert message. And simply speaking, this is the structure to call this get text method. What is the structure? Simply driver dot switch to dot alert and then get text. So this is the simple approach. And similarly, send case. And you know what is the purpose of send case here? Sorry, just had small break. Send keys means the purpose you know very well. And how to call this again? Again, simple driver dot switch to dot alert dot send keys of some text. We did already play with this send keys method. So these are all different methods what we have in this alert automation. These are, I don't say these are all actually all these are there in alert. These are few methods. There are many more methods available in the alert interface. But we don't need all that. We are just discussing about some popular methods that we use usually in this alert automation. I hope this is clear for you, right? Shankar and Sunita probably, and I hope Kishore or Santoshi, everyone, Pradeep. Is this clear now? So a quick summary of alerts here. Already we had played with did automation on actions. Similarly, we have alerts. This is the new topic today. What is alert means? Different types of alerts we keep observing, like like as we have seen in the website. So the simple alerts are confirmation alerts, are prompt alerts, all this. And if you want to automate this, we need an API. That API can be a class or interface. And here we use this alert interface. If you want to do this alert automation, we use this something called this alert interface. So here alert is a interface here, this one. Okay. Interface usually has abstract methods which are implemented by some subclasses, right? And this reference of interface can refer to any subclass object. You don't need to worry much about it. Just understand only till this level. Okay, friends. Now, and how to get an alert object? Simply speaking, we can simply say on this driver reference, we know how to get driver. Driver is something which is very much important for us. Without driver, we don't do anything. So once we create WebDriver object on that WebDriver reference dot switch to. How do you switch to an alert web means here simple driver dot switch to dot alert. This method will automatically switch to alert from a web page. And this returns a alert object and that is assigned to this reference of alert, which is alert is an interface. Right. And these are the methods we usually use in our automation. Just to dismiss alert means to click on cancel, we apply this one dismiss method. And to accept alert, something like which you want to apply an OK button, then we use this accept method. Right. Similarly, to get some text, we use this. Right. And then similarly to send case, we use this. This is a quick idea about a quick summary about alert API and what is an alerts. Let's see a small example now. So if you want to understand much about alerts here, you can see here, right? So this is a simple alert. Let's have a quick idea here. You can see if you want to just check a simple alert, what do you do now? If you want to just automate a simple alert, first you can go to this website now and you can see here these are alerts. Now we are trying to check on this simple alert. Generally, when we click on it, it is saying hello, I am a simple alert box. Okay, this is fine. Right? So this displays an alert and with some text on that. And it is saying that it is a simple alert box. Okay, we can click on OK. So this is, if you want to click on OK, what is that we should do here? We should accept that alert. So clicking on OK is nothing but accepting alert. And then now how do you automate it? Simple, right? We just need to locate this button. How do you do? Right click, inspect. And now you can see here ID, through ID we can locate it, or through type we can locate it. There are multiple options to locate this particular this one, right? This button, simple alert button. So let us go to the code and see here. You can see here now we are trying to locate this. Which one here? We are trying to locate this text box, this simple alert text box through ID. You can see here. And you know, right, how to do that? This we have done number of times, friends. So if you want to locate any web element in a web page, suppose this is the web page, and these are all web elements. All these buttons are web elements. And if you want to locate this web elements, how do you do? Just right click on that particular web element and then click on inspect, and you know what to do after that. And all these web elements are associated with tags, and go to the tag. Try to locate this web element through some of these attributes present in the tag, like ID or like name or like type or anything of your choice, like value. But here we choose which one, ID. So we should create a simple XPath for that. You know, right, how to create XPath. We did this number of times. Maybe if you want, we can quickly try one more time. Simply say, this is an input. You can say simply input and then simply open this square brackets and then at the rate ID equal to, you can simply say, what is it? I think it should be simple, huh? Right? You can see now we have got exactly one match for this. So this is a simple XPath we should create to locate this particular alert button, simple alert button. Now come here in the code, you just apply XPath and pass this pattern to this, whatever the locating pattern we try to create here, that you pass to this XPath. This we did number of times. I don't think you have any confusion or any doubt on this, because we did again and again repeatedly number of times. So friends, this will help us to locate this alert button, right? And then now what we are doing, we are applying a click action on that alert button. When you say click, it will generate an alert, right? See here, when you do a click action, then it will raises an alert, right? It will create an alert. Now once it creates an alert, now here comes the alert API to check or to validate this alert. So how do you do now? Now we are switching to alert from your web page. Once you click on that alert button, it generates an alert. That is fine. Now once it generates alert, what we have to do? We are switching to alert from web page. So how do you do? For that, we should first of all we should switch to alert like this. On driver reference, you just need to call switch to method. On that switch to call alert. This will again switch to alert from web page. And this returns an alert object. And that object is assigned to the alert reference. I hope this is clear. Now after this, what we have to do, once this alert is assigned to this reference, once we have switched to alert, the next thing we do is we do either this generally we just try to get that text of the alert. And how do you get the text of alert? By applying a get text method. Simple. It's very straightforward. Now here you can see get or read the text displayed on alert pop-up and save it in a string using variable get text in order to print it later. So this is what we are doing here. So whatever the pop-up that might raise here, we are trying to capture this text and storing it in a local variable to print it later. And to capture this text on the alert, so what method we should call here? We should call get text method. So for that, we are doing this step 2. What is this step 2? Declaring a string variable, and we are just simply applying again driver dot switch to dot alert dot get text. So what this does here, this will get this text from the alert box, this simple alert box. Now we are validating that once this is captured into this variable, this is extracted. I mean, this is stored into this variable, that text, whatever we try to get from the alert, that is assigned to this variable string variable. Now we do a validation on the string. Suppose you see here, we are just simply checking here get text dot. We are applying equal ignore case, means any changes in the case, it should be ignored. So we are validating it. What we are saying, if the text is something like hello, I am a simple alert box. So if your the text from the alert box is matching with this, then we can say that alert is generated and we try to read that alert. And now we are validating at our code here and we are saying it worked. The expected simple alert was shown. So alert is shown here. So this is a simple validation, right? What is simple validation here? Step 1, we try to create alert, right? We try to create alert here or get the alert object. Once we get the alert object, step 2 is trying to read that alert. I mean the text from the alert. And step 3, we are doing a simple validation on the alert. What is that validation here? Simply speaking, we are trying to say, so here, whatever the text we have captured here, that text, we are just saying that that string, whatever we have here, we are applying a method equals ignore case. Means we are saying that don't care about the case. Either if there is uppercase or lowercase, ignore that. Just only compare the text as is.
So you are saying, hello, I am a simple alert box. Means what? If this is matching with the text in the alert box here, this one, this is the text in the alert box. If this is matching with the validation you are doing here, means you are saying that alert is captured successfully and we are and alert is shown as expected. So that's what this is doing. Else something is wrong, right? Once this is done, once it is generating alert and it once the alert is raised, then we want to say, okay, we have seen that, okay, or the alert is a simple alert and we just need to accept the alert. Click on OK. And if you should click on OK in your code from the alert API, you should call this accept method. What is that you should do? You should call accept method. Is this clear now? So what are the steps you are following? Step one, you are trying to get alert object. So alert is already generated from click here. So we are not generating alert here, but we are trying to get that alert object which is already created. So that is what this API is doing here. So to get alert, this is clear. Which method we are applying? Excuse me, friends. We are applying driver dot switch to dot alert. This returns an alert object. We are switching to alert from web page by applying this pattern of by calling these methods. And then after that, and that object is assigned to alert reference. This is step one. Whatever the alert object we try to get that is assigned to this reference. That is fine. That is step one. Step two is again validating your alert. So if you should validate your alert, you should read the text from the alert. So something like this. If you should read that text, there is a method called get text. Simply how to get that text, it's a very simple process. Just apply driver dot switch to dot alert dot get text returns the text from the alert, and that we just assign to a string variable here because this is a string here in our program. Sorry, in our website. So that is assigned to string here. Then we are printing it just to see what is that we are capturing. And then we are trying to validate. That is step three. And step four, once we are okay with the alert, just we need to click on it. Okay. The okay thing here is nothing but accept. Right? This is clear, right? And finally, we will close the driver. So next, just simply apply a thread method here just for applying some wait option here. Thread dot sleep of some. Wait, I just put 5 seconds here, friends. Save it, right click, run as, and then Java application. Let's test the automation. Let's test the automation. Now we can see here we ran the automation at the code level. You can see already alert has raised because if this won't run, if alert is not raised, leave about this is a warning. Somewhere there is some network issue. So that we don't need to ignore. So we don't need to care. So please ignore that connection reset. That is fine. So, but here, what is that we need to focus here, friends? Our focus point is simple. Here, if you see, sorry, I think I closed this action class. Huh? Okay, simple one. Oh, let me rerun this, friends. Let me run it again. So now I am trying to not this. Sorry, alert automation. Huh? Yeah, here this one. Sorry, here. Now, if you see here, now let's run this one more time, friends. Let me run it. You can understand all the steps, right? Now what happens? Let's understand each step in detail here. Right click. Just a minute, friends. Okay. Now you can see how it goes step by step. Let's observe this. Now we are in the alert automation. Now it will definitely, you can see there, just it just prompted that alert.
It's just flashed like that and just left the left our vision. And when that alert is raised, you can see here. You can see we'll do one thing, a small addition we'll do. What we do is let us add a simple sleep method here after alert. So what we do is it's just getting closed immediately. Red dot sleep. So let's just apply a small sleep method here so that what happens, it gives us some time to observe alert when alert is raised, friends. So what we do is you can add one more here also, na? Okay, let us keep nothing harm if you have a sleep method. It just goes little slow. The automation goes little slow here. Okay. Now let us test the automation. So let us observe each and every step in detail here. Okay. First, let's run this automation and let us see how this automation works here. Now you can see it. We are in the automation web page. And then now it will try to, you can see here now we are able to see the alert here. It has raised this alert. Now it will capture this text. So now if you see here in the code, what happens, it goes step by step. We have to go to the code now. Already this alert has been raised. Which one? This alert has been raised here. And you can see that alert is captured and that is validated. And we can see some text here. And also in the browser, at the browser site, we have clicked on OK. And probably when we click on OK, this method is called here. This one, which one? This accept method will be called. But we do one thing again for that to happen. So what we do, we will put one more here, a thread method, sleep method. Right. Now we'll see the process. Now what happened? Now you have observed, right, friends? Let us see the flow. This website triggered, and then we are able to locate that alert button, and then click. When you click on that, automatically that button generates alert, and we see that alert appearing on the top of that window. And then now we are trying to get that alert object. Again on that alert object, see there are two things. One, you can assign that object to some alert reference like this, or you can directly play with the alert like this. Okay. So you can do any one of these two steps. So now if you get this alert object and assign to this alert reference, this can be used in future, means somewhere sometime later. If you want to use this again, call this whole statement, then you don't need to write it. Just when you say alert dot something is enough for us. So if you just create an alert object like this can be used for future. Maybe you can use it sometime later, or else you can directly apply like this. It's not like you should create object like this. You can also directly try to call the whole statement like this, but this is too lengthy, so you can simplify that by assigning this simple statement to alert reference. I hope this is clear, right? So now once this you got this alert, step two, you are trying to get the text from the alert this thing. Okay. So let us just run automation again and see where we are now. Let's run this again. I'm just trying to make you clear on this. So we are in the automation page. Now it will try to, you can see here, now it will try to capture the get text. It will try to get this text from the alert box. And that text is assigned to this in the code. So you can see here alert raised. Now what happened? That text in the alert box, this get text method will get that text or read that text and assign to this variable, the string variable. And now after that, it will try to validate. If this validation is successful, then this message is coming in this one. You can see here in the console. So you can see here, this is the message we are seeing here from the console. Means validation is successful. Whatever the text we try to get in the code, you can see here the text we try to get in the code here, this one. So this is validated successfully, and we are this is once this validation is good, then we are just printing a message saying that what is that it worked and the expected simple alert was shown. That's what this is, right? So we can see that in the console here. You can see hello. I'm a simple alert box is something. This is coming from where again? This I am a simple alert is coming from here. So whatever that we read from the this one friends alert box, and this is validation. So this next statement, this statement is coming from the if statement, if block here. From this if block, this it worked, the expected simple alert was shown is coming from this validation. And finally, after that, what it does, it clicks on accept, means clicks on OK. If you say accept here, then it will click on that OK button in the on that alert. You can see here now this alert got closed. Why this got closed? Because you said OK through this accept method. So at the end, if you see accept, what simply do, it will click on that OK button. That's what this does here, friends. So this is a simple idea about how we can do an automation on this, which one friends, a simple alert box or alert button. I hope this is clear for all of you, right? I try to make you clear with giving you a detailed execution flow of each step, like from the time it starts triggering the website and raising generating to alert and also capturing text and also doing validation and then also clicking on OK. And one last time I'll run this automation one more time for you. Right click and then say run as run Java application. What happens now? It will try to start automation here. You can see here, and you can see here this pop-up is this alert is generated, and this obviously this text is read from this alert here. It will try to read the text here and then assigns to that string variable. Now you can see we click on OK. Alert is disabled now. I mean it got closed. Of course, this ignore this. This is something not related to code. This is problem with my network. So you can just ignore that. I hope this is clear for all of you. So by the time the automation is completed, you can see here what happened. We got this output from the in the console here. So this is coming from the validation. Once that text is once that text is captured from the alert box, we are validating it in the code, and that is successful. If that is successful means simply speaking, we are that we are able to read that text from the alert box, right? This is simple idea about this one. Let's move to the we can close this automation. Actually, if you go to the code, we apply close method. Let's see if it closed the automation. So this is the console. Still, it's not closing. There is warning anyhow. Connect reset starting with the warning, and this we can ignore. No problem. So we can close this now. Manually, I close this automation. So this is a quick idea. Maybe you can apply some try catch block to avoid this as well. Suppose if you want to handle this kind of issues, we can simply put a try catch block. So that anyhow, I'll try to show it. Maybe if you want, I can show it now itself, but we can ignore it for now. So this is a quick idea, right? Next, another scenario. Is this clear for all of you friends? Is this clear? Is this alert thing clear for all of you? Now, finally, there are certain things you need to understand about alerts. What is that? In this case, we have not validated OK button exist or not and click action, but we have just accepted and succeeded if alert missing OK button. No, Shankar. We have validated here, right? See here. OK button. Yeah, I agree with that. See, we are not validating OK button here. We are just validating about the text, whether that alert raised or not. Because If this text is validating successfully means we are reading this text from that alert box, right? So that means alert generated and we are able to confirm that. That is what this is. Sorry, friends. So that means this gives us the confirmation that alert is generated, Shankar. But alert button validation, we can, that is again a different process. I hope this is clear. Whether we clicked on OK button or not, and that is a different thing again, right? Is that clear? Okay. Now, what now? This is the quick idea. So I hope you are clear with all these steps, right? So what is alerts? Simple alert. Now we can see one more alert. Let's see one more alert here. So this is alert 2. Just a minute. I think it's the same code. I'll do one thing. I'll just say Control Z. That gives you a different alert now. I try to. So we remove this part of this one. This alert we have already discussed now. So I am removing that part. Now let us do one more small alert validation. This is not simple alert, but this is what? This is actually a confirmation alert. Right? You can see here when we, let's suppose first let's run the website and see the control. I mean the web element, how it works, and then code is simple for you. See this thing, how to locate that web elements is not something new for any one of us, because we are trying to understand this since the beginning of our automation, Selenium automation. So we can easily do with this. So this is something which we got familiar now. Then after that, couple of statements, you can say hardly just 4 statements here. First statement just trying to get alert object. Second statement trying to get the text. Third statement just printing that. And fourth statement whether we should accept OK or cancel. So these are simple basic alert things we can implement in our automation, right? So let's go to this website, demo website, copy this. So come here and just run this website. I mean, just run this website. Okay, now you can see here, this is the website. So, and here, this is the web element. What is this now? This is a confirmation. Suppose you are clicking on some customer ID and submit. Now you can see here, we are asking to delete this customer form. Simple. So this is a simple automation. This doesn't have any proper validations here. If you ask me, this doesn't have any real validations. This is just only giving you a quick idea how to implement this confirmation alert. That's all. Maybe if you ask me, is this really implemented with all validations? Means my answer is no. But here the point is what? Just to understand how to automate this confirmation alert. Okay, so you click on it. When you say, you try to enter customer ID and then click on submit. You click on submit. When you say click on submit, you can see we have got, it is asking a confirmation. Do you really want to delete this? Yes or no? You can see this time in the simple alert, you didn't see yes or no, okay or cancel. You just got only okay. But in this alert, you can see we have got okay and cancel, two different this thing in the alert, two different buttons. Okay is for when you say alert.accept, we click on OK. When we say alert.dismiss, then it automatically clicks on this cancel. That itself gives you an idea. At the background in the code, if you want to call this OK, we should call from alert API that accept method. And if you want to click on cancel, we should call from alert API that dismiss method. So which one you want to call, you should choose. Do you want to confirm this deletion or do you want to reject this deletion? Which one you want to do? Based on that, you should choose the automation in your code. If you want to say OK, okay to delete. Then you should say alert dot, you should call accept method on alert, on alert. So that's it. If you want to reject, then you should call dismiss method on alert. That's what you should do. This is quick idea about how to play with this kind of alert here, a confirmation alert. I hope this is clear for you, friends. Right. Sometimes, click on OK here. Then you can see here customer successfully delete. So this is a simple website, friends. These are not sophisticated websites which really do a sophisticated validation. Keep in mind. Okay. Now what do you do? This is a quick idea. So first thing is, if you want to do this, if you want to create or raise alerts or generate alert, first you should get this, go to this website, demo website, and then after going to demo website, we try to enter some this one you can see here, some text like customer ID. You know how to locate this, that button and that uh, uh, text box. Right. To identify text box, we use this customer ID in that web element. This all anyhow you know it, right? If you want, I can show you again and again, no problem.
Now you can see here, if you go to this website, this one, to identify this particular text box, right click on this, and then what do you do, friends? You just right click and then simply right click here and then inspect. And you can see here that input text box has attributes. What is this? One is type, another is name. Now we can use name to locate this input text box, right? And the this one, the attribute here is customer ID, cus ID. Cus ID is nothing but customer ID. I hope this is clear. So we are trying to locate with cus ID. If you go back to the code, that is what we are doing. Find element by name here. We are just applying directly name attribute, or we are using this location strategy or locating strategy as a element, find element by name locating strategy. And whatever the name we have here, that we are passing here. And on top of that, if you want, this is, and till this what it locates that web element. And into that, if you want to pass some text, you should apply this send keys method, which is nothing but a keyboard event here. This is a keyboard action. And to that, we have already discussed this number of times. How to pass some text to some input box or search box or something. Send keys pass to that. So this first part locates that web element and second part passes the text to that. That's what happens here, an automatic process. Here we are passing it manually. That manual thing is automatically done by the code here. Right? And then it's done. Once you are passing box, then the second statement, what this does, this one at line 28, this will just click on that submit button. Submit, sorry, it will generate a alert. This is a confirmation alert. Now you have two options, OKR, this thing. When you click on OK, it will automatically delete that form and just gives you a this thing confirmation like customer deletion successfully deleted. Right? This is the simple idea. So now what do we do right now? So after you click on submit button, what happens? An alert is created and we are trying to get that alert, read that alert and assign to a variable. And then we are just what we are doing here, printing that alert and then clicking on OK to delete. So that's what this is. So we just add some sleep methods to see the flow little slowly. Not we don't want it too fast. We want to see step by step clearly. So that we are applying what? We are applying a sleep method thread dot sorry thread dot sleep and then just give some 5 seconds, no problem. Are you following, friends, or am I confusing you? I don't think there is nothing to confuse here if you ask me. This is a simple API. We have three different types of popular alert, simple alert, confirmation alert. One more is that. So to play with this, just we need this alert API. And there are a couple of methods. What is that? Accept or dismiss or send keys or get text. These are four popular methods. Right, that's all. So that is simple here. There is no, we don't have too much of complexity to confuse here. Okay, that's all. Now let's apply this sleeps and then test our I mean our automation. Yeah, one more sleep is here. At the end, I can put one more sleep if you want. And finally, you can say driver dot quitter. Okay, this should be fine. Now let's do this validation. Right click, run as Java application. Now we are able to successfully open the automation. Yes, we came to the web page, and you can see here we entered this ID and then we have alert here. Do you really want to delete this customer? Yes, it will automate. We don't need to click on OK here. Automation will do that. So we said accept. So when you say accept, it will automatically go to the next web. You can see here. Do you really want to? This alert is generated at the code side. You can see this text here. Means that alert is we have captured that alert or we read that alert and we are printing it here. Means and then once we click on OK, it will move to the confirmation. That's all. It will just delete that page. That's all. But still we are not seeing it. I just want to see that as well. Maybe where is that? Here we are trying to, when we say accept, already we put sleep here, but it's going on. It's just jumping to the other page, right? Maybe we are missing the context. Huh? No, this is not automation. This is a manual validation. Automation means it has come through our automated web page or automated browser. You can see that. Let's run it again. Or otherwise, you can assume that it's working as expected. So this is the we just started auto. You can see that Chrome browser is being controlled by automated test software, and we entered customer ID and alert raised here in this particular web page, and then when we say accept, this will automatically move to the next page. We are just keeping sleep, sleep for 5 seconds. Now we clicked on OK, and it will move to the deletion page actually. So that's it, friends. So this is a simple automation here. So if you look at this, this is an automation, what we are doing. So we are trying to, this is a confirmation automation. And when we say accept here, it will try to say OK and delete that particular customer form. Okay. Maybe suppose if you want to reject it, if you want to reject that automation, I mean that deletion. So instead you can comment this, and then what you can do, you can enable this one. You can uncomment this dismiss. Now right click and then run this automation Java application. This time what happens? It will apply and cancel. It won't apply on OK. Don't click on OK on that alert. Now you can see here, and we got this automation. We entered customer ID and then it's asking for confirmation. You are saying dismiss means it will obviously click on cancel. Don't expect it will click on OK. It will click on cancel. Now it clicked on cancel there. So that's it. So here, friends, you can see here. So this automation is successfully done. When you say alert.dismiss, it will click on cancel. Then that deletion of that customer page is stopped. If you click on OK, that accept, then it will go to it will delete and confirm it in the next alert. So this is a quick idea how to implement alerts in your this thing, in your Selenium automation. Are you clear with these alerts or am I confusing you, friends? Are you clear? So this is, you can play with that. So this is a quick idea about alerts. Once we do all this, we'll do one thing. We will create workshops on the Selenium automations. Maybe my Python sessions also will be done in couple of weeks. So that our next goal is to create workshops and apply all this we implemented on automation in the form of small projects. So that is the next idea. Okay, friends, I think you got I hope you are clear with that. So this is a continuation process. So okay, I'll talk about it later. But this is the process, friends. Maybe I'll come up with a new topic tomorrow, and then with more examples on this automation. Right. So now I'm stopping this. I hope you are clear. If you have any doubts, we might discuss. Else,